paid
You also have all these people that go to the Arklamas Fair where a bunch of meth heads.
I like the Arklamas Fair.
You ride those rides?
Yeah.
See, you're dumber than the people that go on the side.
I know they're built by crackheads, but those crackheads care.
And they're more qualified than most
crackheads care.
Those crackheads care about us. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Outlaw Way podcast. It's me, the boss. We got Cheeto, Nacho, and our special guest here today from Northeast.
What's up?
What's going on, my man? And it's Joey, right?
Joey.
Gotcha.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It has, but I'll tell you what, it's hot today. 116 degree heat index. It's just about hot enough for fucking 7 squirrels to be fucking in a Matt Black birdhouse.
Well, apparently it's hot enough for you to whoop somebody's ass because I saw your post.
Hey, son, I tell you what, this weather right here we got going on outside is just hot enough to where you don't need to ask stupid questions anymore. You save that shit till fall or Google it quietly by your fucking self.
If I'm walking air conditioner to air conditioner and you stop me for something stupid, I'm with him.
I'll tell you what, working out here in this fucking sun, anything, if the heat index wasn't over 110, I might be a little bit more lenient. But the fact that when you walk outside, it's like smoking a pack of Marlboro fucking Reds every deep breath you take, I don't think I can handle this very much longer.
What about the guys that are walking out in it and smoking a pack of Marlboro
There's
Reds?
some grown motherfuckers
just
like them motherfuckers.
What about working in a shop with no AC?
Well, I think you need to call somebody.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Especially the guys that they want to come in. They're like, "Hey, man, can you come out the parking lot, look at my truck?" And I just have to be like, "No, I'm not."
Well, you got to be an asshole. I'm not. I don't want to die.
Look at that motherfucker with binoculars through the goddamn window with the AC below.
They're like, "Well, my truck's different." I'm like, "Is it like a 21 model Chevy Silverado 1500?" Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, well, it ain't that different.
I bought a special one. I bought that one,
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what. Now, this heat is fucking something else.
It's hot, man.
It's bad.
It's hot.
There are some people that like this heat. They love it. They love it, every bit of it. And I've seen some people driving here today riding a motorcycle with a fucking full face helmet on. And I don't know if they're on the brink of a blackout from heat stroke or they're just enjoying it. I don't know if they're trying to lose some weight.
It reminds me of Reese. You remember when I had the Porsche? What was it? The Boxster.
Yeah.
And Summer couldn't drive it or wouldn't drive it, so she loaned it to her daddy. And it's middle of the summer, same 100-something degrees. He's got a leather Porsche jacket on,
He done
leather
went and bought-
Porsche gloves, leather Porsche hat. He's got a Porsche earring in
The
it.
fingerless gloves?
Yeah.
Cheeto literally loaned him
My
a car
God.
for a couple days. He shows up at our shop, full Porsche embroidered leather jacket.
He got Porsche chain, I don't know what you call them, but it had
chains
a
hanging
chain
on his
across
boots.
the boot on the front and across the back.
You a bad
And it had
motherfuckers all
Porsche
I'm
on it.
hearing.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say.
Hey, you got to fucking dress
He's
for
a bad
success.
motherfucker. He missed a 65-degree turn, took out a tree, and the emblem of the Porsche is still in the tree. And
Well, you know why? You know why he hit that tree, don't you? He was so fucking tired from all the pussy he was getting dressing like that and driving that Porsche around.
That is exactly what it
That's
was.
right.
what it was.
He was so fucking tired, his legs wasn't
It
working
was
no
exactly.
more.
Because
Okay.
the people that don't know Reese, he had a full mullet, but his hair's real puffy. So it was kind of an afro mullet mix.
Looked like
this
like a
man-
Smurf and Afro Man.
He
all
definitely
came
fucks.
together.
He definitely fucks.
With all the...
According to his daughter, he was a player back in the day.
Oh.
Now he's just spun off. Like,
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, fingerless gloves with a Porsche, I mean...
He told Chip one day he's going up in the mountains.
Yeah.
He's going to drive up in the mountains, spend the day, come back. A week later, they still ain't seen him. He shows up a week later, walks in the house. He's like, "Where you been?" He said, "Well, I told you I was going up there, spend the day, and come back." He's like, "I know, it's been a week." He's like, "It ain't been a week. I just left yesterday." It's like, what did you do on top? That's that guy.
Nice.
He went on top of the mountain, done something.
something happened in Texas.
He lost
I got
a week.
call. I had to run to Texas one day, and I left at like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a 3-hour trip over there, whatever. I'm there.
Yeah.
I leave late that night. I come back. I turn on my road going to my driveway at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I'm just driving down this road, and I see something in the kind of peripheral, and I stop, and I'm looking, and it's somebody going from tree to tree. So I got my gun out now. I'm fixing. It's Reese with a hatchet at 3 o'clock in the morning because there's people in the trees been listening to this motherfucker.
Well, what were they saying? Did you ask him what they were saying?
Oh,
He
yeah,
didn't
we
know.
asked.
He was
Oh,
trying
he
to
didn't
find
know?
them. They kept moving too
Was it
fast.
a different
though.
language?
No, it was called bathtub crank. I think that's what it was.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
So Cheeto comes to work, tells me all about this. Reese comes in my office, puts both hands on my desk, leans over the desk, and he's like, "Is there listening devices in here too?" I'm like, what?
Crazy, man.
He's like, they
having
got
a
them.
good-
Seriously, they're like, there's SWAT teams and stuff all around my house, and they got listening devices in my house, and Yeah, he's
Hey,
out
that
there.
ain't cheap. He must be on to something. He must be talking about some wild shit in his free time. He got SWAT outside.
There were kids on spring break, okay, and the pastor beside him. They're on spring break. They're playing in the damn outside. I'm like, they're just playing.
Yeah, yeah.
He finna kill him. He's got sights on him. He is ready, and I just happened to pull up, and I'm like, what are you doing? That's them numbers in the trees. They're right there. I said, what? He said, I'm finna kill both
You
of
would
them.
love this
I was
guy.
like,
But do
dude,
we- have
that's
we
a 9-year-old
confirmed?
and a 4-year-old. Like,
Have we confirmed they weren't in the trees, Cheeto?
We kind of looked
They
around.
may have been in the trees.
We looked
don't know.
around.
Did
that's
you look
fine.
up?
That's 5 minutes of bullshit. So, what's our topic?
Our
What are we talking
topic
about?
today is, Joey just brought it up a second ago, and we was talking about it briefly.
And you got to jump in here, Joe.
Hold on
Yeah,
just a
you
second.
gotta get in here.
Wait. Before we move on.
Yeah.
The heat thing.
The heat thing. What about
Yeah.
it?
I got to tell you a story that happened the last 4 days.
It's been a few weeks since we had a podcast, so this
It
is liable to be just all over the place.
It is so damn hot.
Yeah.
All my cows have been in the pond
Yeah.
all day eating the grass on the bank.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I tell you what, them
They gotta figure it
motherfuckers.
out.
That's what big girls do. They get in the bathtub and eat grass.
They are literally in the pond walking around eating the grass that they can reach.
You know what
in
you're
the
going to
water.
have today when you get home? Hot boiled beef, son. Son, you've got it out there today.
It's the cow's version of a shower beer. If I sit in the water and eat.
Hey,
you
I'll
go.
tell you what, I ain't even a
Hey,
fan
that's
of
an
shower
idea,
beer,
though.
but right now I've been fucking knocking them babies back.
That's an idea. For Texas and Louisiana, if someone was to open a restaurant, there was just a big ass pool,
Uh-huh.
and you got in
You
the
just
pool
sit
and they
in the
brought
pool
you
and
your.
eat.
I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do it. You know why? The amount of piss that's going to be in that motherfucker.
See, I have a different philosophy on this.
Well, you shit in them?
Everybody worries about piss.
Yeah.
Piss goes through your filters and all that. Everybody's piss.
Not when it's
is-
floating past me, because
Everybody's-
Greg over here just pissed.
Everybody's piss is piss.
Yeah.
My problem is that their ass and balls is in the water.
Well, I'm not
That's
really worried
disgusting.
about. I'm not really worried about that sweat dripping off the balls. I'm worried about that giant cloud of orange piss floating towards
See,
me
I'm not-
right now.
I'm way more concerned.
They got
about
me
the-
thinking about balls.
That's why when I go to
So
the
I'm-
river and go to the bank, they got the beach out there. I try to park up the river. That way I'm not catching everybody's piss. as
you
it
always
comes
got to go
down the river.
upstream. Always upstream. But today's topic is we just talked about it a little bit, and everybody else has been talking about it too. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't think I would have spent $250,000, much less $20, to get in a
Oh, you're
fucking
talking about the
submarine
submarine?
and go down and see the Titanic. Now, and the crazy thing to me is that
How deep is the
James-
Titanic?
12,000 feet.
12,000 feet. But he did not. They did not make it.
But he has made it before.
The sub collapsed at 3,500 feet.
But he's made it multiple times
It's
before.
controlled
Allegedly.
by.
Allegedly.
It's controlled by
A
Sony
Logitech-
PlayStation,
yeah.
But this
Logitech
was
controller.
This was his 4th trip.
and he failed the 3 before.
No,
No,
he
he
made
made
it. That's
So
the
why did
crazy
he fail
thing.
this time?
Well, homie probably didn't do no fucking preventative
What-
maintenance if I
what
had to
they-
guess.
What I read was fiberglass under pressure like that
Mm-hmm.
deteriorates every time it goes under pressure.
Okay, so he had a
He didn't do
really
no
thick,
preventative maintenance.
He
That's
had a
all.
really thick shell, and the second time it was still kind of thick. The third time it would made it, and the fourth time he's fucked.
So here's my thing, right? Here's my thing.
It got weaker and weaker.
For $250,000 a passenger, that's 8 passengers. Just that sheer amount of money right there. I personally wholeheartedly believe he could have built a new sub for every fucking
Okay,
trip.
let's back up because
Probably.
I haven't read all this stuff,
what
so
they
I'm trying to
probably
get this
should've done.
information here.
Yeah.
So you're saying that 7 people paid,
8.
8 people
Seven,
paid him to ride down and look at the Titanic, and they all died?
Yes.
Every one of them.
$250,000 per person to get on the fucking thing to go down and look at
Now
the
on
boat.
top of that, you got 8 people at 250. So he made $2 million, and he got in there and drove down and died too.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
he's stupid. He should have took the $2 million and sent them down in a damn sub. It's a PlayStation controller.
So
Who can't
here's the
drive that?
thing. Here's the thing. He hadn't driven it on an expedition before.
What about the 3 times prior
He had someone pilot it.
with the same controller?
Yes.
He didn't pay attention at all.
didn't change the
A, B,
batteries.
A, B, A. I mean, come on.
So here's
up,
my
up, down,
thing, right?
start.
He's got all this fancy shit on this sub. He's got like 78 hours worth of oxygen in case anything goes bad. But let me give you a couple quick points to where I would have been like, so the door,
$250,000. That's when I'd have been,
even if it was $20. So here's my thing, right? Just looking at it from the outside in, the door only opens from the outside. You can only get out of the
It's
sub if
bolted
somebody lets
closed.
you out.
It
Okay.
is bolted closed.
Okay, so there's number one.
Red
so
flag
even,
one.
even
With 5
if
millimeter
you,
bolts too.
yeah, there's little bolts. They're
Red
not
flag
big.
too.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: even if something did happen and you just floated the surface, no problems. You
can't
lost
get out.
communication. You can't get the fuck out. You can't get the fuck out. You'll just drown while you fucking watch the waves roll. Okay.
There's a window.
Yeah, there's a window.
If you get to the surface, somebody
Now
will
we're
come get you.
on to the window. The window was not rated for 6,000 feet, and they were going to 12. That's where they were going.
Red flag number 3.
Yep, and it was also homemade.
Out
Okay.
of what?
Fuck,
Saran
I don't know.
wrap?
Fuck. So here's my biggest red flag right here. There are subs that are registered, licensed, and have been through safety procedures that you can pay to go on that are cheaper.
And it's $99, right?
No, it's cheaper. It's like 180 grand, and they're certified with certified pilots, with certified technicians, with all this crazy ass submarine submersible certified shit.
And they probably have a seat. This thing was
Yeah,
just a flat
you just
floor.
sit on the fucking
So you
floor.
mean to tell me if me and Cheeto got together, built us a sub, we take it out there, we're gonna go down, you wouldn't go with us?
I mean, I'd drive you there.
Okay, but this is my question. This is my
go.
question.
You
wouldn't
would go with us. We would all three be squished
But
together.
this is my question. Okay, 180,000, 250,000, whatever.
Yeah.
For what? Like
to be able
you
to
can-
say that you
can
put your eyeballs on the Titanic.
Well, you can go to Google and put your
Tax
eyeballs on the
write-off.
Titanic.
Tax write-off.
You can go to Google and take a virtual tour and swim through the
Well,
bitch.
did you see that the window you couldn't
you
really even
saved
see out
200.
of? You
Yeah.
were primarily
It was
looking at
so
it through a screen.
through a fucking
You
screen.
can do that. We
Because-
can do it right
Hey,
now.
we're in the wrong business. We need to come up with something like
Bro,
this.
he could have
'cause
just popped a DVD in after he got down there where it was dark
That's
and
what
be
I'm
like,
saying.
we're here.
What we can do is-
All you gotta do is close the doors, have
Yes.
somebody shake it on the outside.
No. Well, that's what
And
we
you
do.
watch the screen.
We built a
You just
submarine.
Think you left.
We built a fiberglass submarine just like this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. We put all these people in it. We charge them all this money. All right. Now, we're going to go underwater, probably what, 300, 500 feet
I'm going 30, motherfucker.
or whatever.
I don't know what you're doing.
Whatever's the safest damn. So we're going to go far enough under and we're going to come back. We're going to go far enough under where we can go down, come up, go down, come up, go down, come up, and never leave the water and do that for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then arrive back in the same place we got 5 minutes after we started. And all
That's
these
what I
screens
said.
are going to pop up and show the
could just do
Google
it.
shit, and they're going to go, "Oh, we're looking at it," and we're going to take that money. That's what we're going to
You
do.
could literally never
You in?
drop it below
I'm
the.
down.
Okay, we're in.
You could never drop it below the surface of the water.
I think,
Close
what
the
is it,
doors, video.
after 80 feet, it's dark?
Well,
Yeah.
I
So,
went to
I mean, that's
Disney.
it. That's
I went to
really all you
Disney
gotta go.
World, and they had this ride in this room,
Mm-hmm.
and they strapped me to the wall, and the room went black. And then all of a sudden, I was in space with Gonzo, and my feet are dangling, and I'm getting thrown around, and shit's poking me. And I really thought for a few seconds I was fucking in space with Gonzo.
Are you sure you were
I
at
think we
Disney
can pull
World?
this off.
This didn't happen like in the office?
Yeah,
No,
no,
this is Disney World.
That was with Reese on the
No,
mountaintop.
bathtub
it's true.
crank.
It was 98, but it was a Gonzo space or something. And then they had another one that's like you go watch the Muppets in the theater, and your chair has all this stuff on it where it like pushes you and pokes you, and there's smells and little
Smells?
pricks and all this stuff where it feels interactive,
I need to see a porno in there.
and you really feel like you're in it. We can do
Yeah.
the same thing. Like
Yeah.
We could do it.
Fuck that.
they went to the moon in the 60s in Hollywood. We can
I'm going
do
to
that.
just dose somebody with LSD and fucking, hell, they can have their own experience.
you
I ain't
know
got to do
that shit was
shit.
So moving on.
Dumb
Look,
shit.
all I'm saying is the whole Titanic thing. Obviously, wouldn't have gotten the boat. Obviously, big red flags. You know, I wouldn't personally do that, whether it was safe or not, and I knew it was.
Who's the guy?
I don't fucking know. Some dude.
So was he credible? Did
They
he
were
have-
all billionaires.
Oh, so this is just blow money. I just want to
This is blow money shit.
Yeah, this
but you know
is
what's
billionaires.
crazy? What's crazier to me
was billionaires.
is the thing.
Now
Their
their kids are
now.
Hey, speaking of one of their kids, one of the guys went on there as a billionaire. His stepson that was
like,
set up.
yeah,
to,
Dad, go.
No,
Fuck, yeah.
listen. His stepson that was set up to inherit everything.
Oh, wow.
While they were lost underwater and supposedly still alive, had tickets to a Blink 182 concert and
And went
still
to
went.
it. Hell yeah.
And then they got a quote from him at the concert. And they were like, "How could you be here when your stepdad's lost in the sea underwater?"
What am I supposed to do?
He
swim
leaned
to
over
him?
and said, "What the fuck am I supposed to do? Go down there and find him myself?"
Exactly.
And then announced on like his Facebook page or something that he was single. Because
Yes.
I mean, all these women were like, "You about to inherit a whole lot of money."
Billions.
Yeah. By the way, I ain't got
By
a
the
girlfriend right
way.
now.
I would have done the exact same thing. 'Cause what are you going to do?
Well, the
I don't know
fuck
if
you
I'd
do?
have went and saw Blink 182, but
Well, now,
if
see,
they
here's-
asked me, "You're my dad, what are you doing?" What am I going to do?
What are you supposed to do? But here's my thing too. Like, who the fuck thought that they were gonna find them in the vast open ocean, pitch black dark between 80 foot where it gets dark or wherever it is, and 12,000 motherfucking feet deep? That amount of space that they were supposed to be looking in was bigger than a third of the United States.
They
and they had
couldn't-
8 hours to do it.
All
They
they
couldn't find the
needed-
Titanic for 100 years or some shit.
Yeah.
All they needed was a redneck with live scope.
That's true.
He'd have found
That's
it.
true. We'd have found
Could you
it.
imagine a live scope on 8 fucking batteries with an extender pole
Well,
in
one
that
thing I
motherfucker?
have not looked into, they said that it collapsed.
Straight camp mode.
Did they find it?
Yeah, they found pieces.
Allegedly.
So they did.
Allegedly.
So they did find it.
They found pieces of it supposedly, but at the same time, they said it imploded, right? Like a tin can, you crush it under a fucking truck, right? Well, they're pulling out pieces that are fucking whole.
Yep. And the Navy knew about it apparently on like a Sunday, and we were still looking on Wednesday.
So here's my thing.
That's
Why
where it
the
gets
fuck
weird.
did the Navy go?
Now I did hear one cool story just because this is, if you was to implode in a sub like that, number one, you know the pressure,
Yeah.
but that pressure at that speed
You'd never know.
creates stupid heat.
Yeah.
What was the
Like
speed? What was the
crazy
speed?
amount of heat.
Half a millisecond. They
Half
died
a
in.
millisecond, it would go boom.
You know what I'm saying? What was the speed that they were traveling down?
They were slowly
Oh,
descending.
yeah,
Oh,
they would
okay.
have
So that's not
been
the
slowly.
speed you're
sinking
talking
It
for
about.
the
takes
most part.
The
think about it.
speed of if a puncture got in it, as soon as that puncture would have happened,
Half a millisecond.
half a millisecond, it's done.
Oh, you're all dead before you knew it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wouldn't even know.
You didn't even know. No.
The thoughts from your eyeballs to your brain is slower than that.
Yeah. It'd be
So-
like running over a
but-
ketchup packet with a fucking jet
But the
at full speed.
the cool part I'm talking about, not only just the squish, but the heat that it generates.
Oh, yeah.
It literally, they said every human body within half a millisecond would have been complete liquid.
Yeah.
There was fire underwater.
Literally
but
complete liquid.
But you had solid
in-
pieces come up,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Allegedly.
There's a lot of trash.
but they
in the
couldn't
ocean.
find it.
Allegedly.
But they did find it.
Allegedly.
But if it punctures, everything's combustible.
Can we scope
That's
in
well,
the
you know what I'm saying? That's bullshit.
definition of allegedly here in a minute? we get that motherfucker. Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. But did you know at the same time, and I'm only going to touch on it very, very briefly, at the same time that everybody was worried about the submarine, you know, Biden got impeached?
No, he
didn't
didn't.
on it.
Yes, sir, he did.
Yep.
Did he really?
Yep.
The same time we were looking for the submarine and the whole entire world was looking at the submarine,
Okay.
Biden got impeached.
Okay, but
Crazy time
They're voting
happenstance.
for it.
And no, that's already passed in Supreme.
well, no.
Yeah, I think it did Monday or
Did it pass
Tuesday.
the House or the Senate?
And then
One of them.
the son's
It
up for
passed the
trial
House.
for all kinds of
Oh,
wild.
Well, yeah, but that's nothing's gonna
another-
happen to him.
He's fucking, wild. But and then not only that, did you know a boat of 700 immigrants, all of them drowned and died in the ocean.
At the same time, we've got trains blowing up all over the country.
I'm just saying.
One spilled in the river yesterday.
One spilling in the river. Now, this is something we don't talk about politics much, but this is curious to me. So you got Trump, and he's running, and then you got DeSantis, who's the governor of Florida,
Yeah.
who's got a
Hey,
Republican.
DeSantis is wilding out right
Well,
now with that
he's got
immigration shit.
He's got a Republican Senate. He's got a Republican
crazy.
Congress.
Like for
He's
it.
got Republican
done it.
judges, and he's got a $150 million surplus in Florida. He's a shoe-in for president in 4 years after Trump, whatever they're saying.
I don't know about that.
They're saying. But he decides he's going to run now. So he jumps in the race too, which is going to diminish the vote. But this is the part that confuses me. Hillary Clinton has come out publicly and backed DeSantis.
Well, you know what DeSantis did the other day? He's not getting the vote. He's not going to be voted president. You know what he did the other day in Florida, don't you? I got a shit ton of friends going down there to work right now because he passed that immigration bill and
And
it
they
goes
all
into
left.
effect July
Yep.
1st. So if you are with someone that is a non-documented immigrant in your vehicle, you will also get arrested and fined. If you are a non-documented illegal immigrant, you can be arrested and fined immediately. You're gone. You're done. If you are Hispanic or anything other than just white as a fucking saltine cracker, they can walk up to you, ask you for your ID, and you have to have everything on you at all times or you're going to jail and get deported immediately.
See, and I thought this
I
was...
might get deported. I don't even keep my wallet with me. half the
shit,
time.
man.
I
neither.
thought this was bullshit, okay? I
That's
saw
real,
the story,
dude.
and
It
I
is
thought,
real.
oh, it's just media bullshit. Well, just so happens my wife was there in Florida for like a week with her and Stormy and all them went down there.
All kicks off hardcore July 1st.
Right across from her in Pensacola was a bunch of construction on a new hotel and all that stuff.
Ain't nobody there, homie.
They booked out. They all went back. They
Ain't
said, "Fuck
nobody
this, I'm
there.
out."
They lost hundreds of thousands of immigrants that were working on construction sites.
Everybody's
within
yard's finna
30
be this tall.
days.
Like, all their toilets finna be backed
But here's
up.
the thing, even
They ain't finna be shit done in Florida.
if you give somebody a ride and you get pulled over for some reason and they don't have their papers, you are in the equal amount of trouble that they are in immediately.
Okay, I get the fact that we
But
need to crack down on
that
these.
would mean everybody has to have papers.
Right.
It vaguely does.
Am I the only one that
I mean,
doesn't
I
know where you
could
even
say,
get papers?
"Oh, you looked Mexican."
Well, you're born here.
Could.
You don't, but
You
And
have
if you were a
papers?
police officer, I would have to give you my shit.
and that was
is
my
the law.
my thing there.
Now,
I understand the immigration.
and you're not. So, I mean, I'm just saying, anybody with a suntan.
I understand the immigration thing. I understand that Biden's letting them flood in and all that shit.
That's crazy.
And I get it that they need to come legally because it affects us and hurts us
Yeah.
down the line. But that's a little too drastic.
That's too drastic. That's too much.
You got a line there that
You can't go.
can't.
That's why I don't think, just cutting the politics to an end, that he would never get voted in because he would never get a minority
it
vote.
doesn't matter who's in or who's out. It's
But
just
he
a soap opera we can
had-
watch. But
He
He
had
had
it.
the minority vote.
Not
he
anymore.
had it.
Like,
the
he
way
was the one person that was
Yeah.
going to get it.
Not
the way it
anymore.
was set up, if he would have waited till 2028, he would have won by like 95%. But
Not
after
anymore.
everything that's happened, Hillary backing him, that law passed, and all this stuff, now he's crazy, just like Joe. And
Oh, it's wild. It's wild. Either way, though, I'm not getting on a fucking
Impeached,
submarine.
though,
That
huh?
motherfucker ain't gonna be president.
impeached. That's crazy.
Impeach me don't mean shit. No.
Trump got impeached twice and
Yeah.
still was president. So,
Shit, I ate a peach this morning. It didn't fuck me
Yeah.
anything.
No.
Goddamn, you know.
Jesus seed.
well, Joey, what
I sucked on it for a
what
little while.
topic do you have in your brain that you want to put
Nasty
some
motherfucker.
something to? Maybe has anything happened in the world that has you curious?
Yeah,
You wanna talk about?
how long is it? What color is it? Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, damn. You gotta put me on the spot like that.
Well,
I mean, hell, could have been worse.
Might as well.
Could have been shirtless.
I told you we were going to do random. We went from a submarine to politics. We were talking about peaches a minute ago. I think he said something about doing
I don't know.
something.
You know what?
You
I've
never
been-
know what's going to happen on this show.
I've been hearing a lot of good jokes here lately today because of the heat. I got some good fucking one-liners, boy. Somebody told me this morning it's hotter than a metal spoon in the bathroom at a rehab center.
That's pretty damn hot.
That's pretty fucking hot, son. Okay. Heard one this morning earlier. Hotter than 7 squirrels having an orgy in a matte black birdhouse. Okay, that's fucking hot right there, son.
All these videos are fixing to come out. Just want y'all to know you're finna see Ricky building a birdhouse.
I'll tell you what, son.
Okay, I got a question for you. How are you going to top Roscoe slapping the shit out of Ricky?
Who knows?
Because
you know?
that was the funniest damn thing I'd seen you do in a while.
I'm telling you.
And I don't know how you're going to top it. Are they going to do it again?
Maybe,
Is Ricky
you
going
know.
to slap Roscoe?
Maybe.
If
Come
he's stupid.
Maybe he's stupid enough, which he probably is, realistically.
But it was funny. She said, when I was back here, I was thinking, oh, shit. But when I got up to here and you felt like a sack of taters, I wasn't fucking scared of you. That's fucking crazy.
Hey, I'm telling you what, and that's a real life thing too. If I see anyone get open hand slapped and they go to the ground, you a bitch.
Well, if
Yeah.
I don't care.
you kind of
slap.
hit it, you kind of hit it on both heads because if you open slap somebody hard enough and it's behind their back or whatever,
Oh, they going
could
down.
stumble or you could
Oh, yeah.
move. But if you drop
You drop a motherfucker.
like you lost your equilibrium and you kind of
if you
go
black
down
the
for a
fuck
minute,
out,
yeah, you're a bitch.
you're a bitch. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I feel like if a guy my size came up behind me and just open hand slapped me as hard as he fucking could, I'd probably drop like a bitch. Because I think
Mike
if I
Tyson
slap
offers
somebody,
It's a little bit different. I mean, you saying this, I'm picturing these slap competitions. They
Yeah.
have. Like,
That's what I was
different.
thinking.
they
They
grown,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
they like. I mean, they're prepping.
Yeah, and those are professionals. You know what I'm saying? Like, ah,
Well,
man.
professional how?
Professional?
They ain't been doing it their whole life. This shit just started. Some
They're-
dude slapped somebody and a camera was there. Like, we can make
Hey,
money on this.
anything
Yeah,
that
I
put
think that's just- they make
anything that
anything
puts money in
professional.
your pocket makes you a professional.
Yeah.
Okay. If
telling
somebody
you
gave you
the truth.
$20 to suck their dick, guess what? You're a professional hoe.
Yeah, you don't try
Okay?
it. We done been through that.
Hey, y'all know, in the Kia, he's a little in the gray area over there.
Yeah, he'd lose all his fingers because we went through that too.
You're right. All I'm saying.
So we'll ask you, Joey.
Yeah, we'll ask you
How
a
bad
question.
are your enemies? If
My
your
best friend.
friends say shit like that,
Your best friend in the world gets kidnapped.
Pretty rough.
that's an enemy.
The kidnappers call you and they tell you that they have him and they need.
You're bringing this back up.
Yeah, well, what I show it. So every hour that you don't give them their demand, they're going to cut a finger off, and their demand is that you have to get fucked in the ass by a dude.
That was not the
How
that-
many-
That was not. You could be the giver.
Oh, you can receive or give, whatever. But
Nope.
or is he lose? What's going to happen there?
If he is my best friend, he wouldn't want that to be done. He would respect my decisions. Now he is a mechanic, So, I mean, it's going to put them in a little bit of a bind.
He'll wipe it away
But, I
with his
mean,
mouth.
they got technology and stuff now. I mean, they can make a glove,
You're right.
metal, something.
That's what I said. I said Nakia was going to lose 9 fingers before I even thought about it. Like,
At minimum, you're losing at least 3 before I even consider this being a real situation.
Do I have to
brought-
watch it? Like, I don't want to watch you get your fingers cut
right
off.
off the bat,
shit.
you got to get one finger sent to you so you know it's real.
yeah, you got to.
So they're going to lose one.
I'm gonna need at least 3.
Yeah.
I like
How do
it,
we know that's his finger?
Exactly
you
what
know?
I'm saying. Like I
But
know
he
it
had a
has some
good point
proof.
too.
Eventually, they're going to run out, and he'll be good.
He had a good point too, though. If it's your best friend, regardless, if he loses 1 finger, 3 fingers, all his fingers, when he gets back, you're going to get your ass ragged on.
Oh yeah.
So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I just might as well just not do it at all.
Oh yeah. No, I couldn't. Even I'd be like, man, thank you so much for saving my life. Was it big? Or, I'd be like, the immediate. They'd be wrapping gauze around my nubs. I'd be like, well, I mean, did you enjoy it? Like, fucking,
We're not going on any more trips together. None of that. I can't even look you in the eyes.
I couldn't handle it.
I
bro.
know.
You know.
I don't even know why it failed the first time.
It didn't fail.
again.
It was.
It didn't fail no at all.
we're doing it
We
again.
knew more about you immediately than the kid, so we didn't lose anything over here. But all I'm saying is, I don't think I've ever heard anything as stupid as a submarine.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Oh
it
no,
is.
I've heard some stupid shit.
No, I haven't. Not this stupid. Not this full scale stupid. I'm not talking about brief stupidity. Okay,
But-
I'm not talking about a moment
But
of
is
ignorance.
it with being a billionaire and just throwing a 20, which is $250,000 to
fuck.
ride in a submarine?
Money was
that's
never
not
a
really
question.
stupid. The stupid part is they didn't inspect it, they didn't look at it, they didn't know what they were in, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Most people that have financial stability to that point in their lives lack the amount of common sense that your average person does, simply
Right.
because they don't need it.
they could have went to the military and rode in that
But-
submarine. They could have paid
You
their
also have all these people that go to the Arklamas Fair, where a bunch of meth heads.
I
just-
like the Arklamas Fair, you whore.
You ride those rides?
Fuck yeah.
See, you're dumber than the people that go on the sub.
I know they're built by crackheads, but those crackheads care.
And they're more qualified than most people.
crackheads care.
Those crackheads care about us.
Last
see
thing them
that-
crackheads need is for the fair to be shut down.
Exactly.
Okay.
I see
That's our
the
livelihood, Kia.
I see the twinkle in their fucking eye while they're spacing out.
I'm not getting on a ride that was just a single.
He needs you to buy a ticket because he needs a whole
That's
shirt.
what I'm
No.
saying.
No.
Catch me out there. Take my pick while I go by on the fucking ride. Fuck.
I think you getting on the Ferris wheel at the local fair is just as stupid as those people getting on that set.
Ah, hell.
He's been down 3 times. He must know what he's doing.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now.
It costs.
You know how.
You're going to charge somebody $250,000 to do something? Obviously, you know what you're doing.
I charge people a lot of money
He
all the
just
time. I
knows
don't know
his
what the fuck
market,
I'm doing.
okay? He knows the
Yeah, he
market.
knows his market.
The Summits is good at marketing, is all I can tell you.
But
This
you would-
motherfucker here said
You would assume that he knows what he's doing when he can charge $250 for a ride.
250K, baby. Look, here's my thing.
250,000.
Here's my thing. He looked that motherfucker in the eye and was like, "This ain't my first rodeo.
Yeah,
This
but
is
I'm
my
still not-
fourth."
I'm still not buying it.
And me
because-
personally, I don't think I would know what to do by my 4th rodeo.
But even okay, let me give you.
Just saying.
Let me give you a scenario. You're gonna fly across the country. You go to an airport.
Yeah.
Pick an airline, whatever airline.
Yeah.
Spirit.
Okay, Spirit,
I want to ride the
And-
yellow bus.
and you get on the plane. The pilot's flown a bunch of times.
Yeah.
This airline has got millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, that
they must
motherfucker
know
went
what
to
they're
school,
doing.
has
You
been
don't
But you
vetted.
look up and all the fucking screws are missing out of the top of the plane.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, it
they've got
obviously-
plenty of money. We've got
It
experience.
obviously wasn't.
What are we going to do? Are we just going to say, we'll be fine? Or
It obviously wasn't that
I
way.
see a homemade window. I'm on. Hey, bro. You couldn't make it to Home Depot or something? I'm out.
Just saying.
If the wing ain't on a plane, I ain't getting on the fucking plane.
You've seen
I just
pictures.
rode-
You've seen pictures of the sub.
I
It looked.
It was shit.
It
Looks like a
looked
propane tank.
Yeah.
Looks like a propane tank. That's
So
what it
look,
looks
I
like.
just flew from
flew
Arlington
Spirit?
to no, I think it was American United. One of them flew to from Arlington to Orange Beach. I had a work trip. Had to beat my wife down at the beach, and the plane was making this real weird noise going up.
Yeah, you got to turn your headphones up.
Well, everybody was kind of looking around, but the worst part was the phone started ringing. That everybody, and everybody hears it. And this is like a 90s, early 90s type ringtone. Like, it's important.
Oh, yeah.
And, the flight attendant just dead eyes, not breaking contact with that wall. And between the sound, the phone ringing, I'm pretty sure the guy behind me was like, "Would somebody answer the fucking phone?" Yeah,
Did she
it
answer
was
the phone?
no, never answered the phone. I'm like, somebody's trying to tell us
Hey,
that we left some
sometimes-
shit at the runway.
Sometimes
and
you
y'all
don't
won't pick up the
need.
phone.
Sometimes you don't need to answer the phone
Hold
in
on, hold on.
situations like that.
I thought when the phone rang, it was the pilot calling the stewardess going, "Hey,
It's supposed
we
to
got
be.
some problems."
It's probably supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying.
And why did she pick the phone up?
Probably because she didn't want to know what the fucking problem was.
I'd have picked the fucking phone up. I'd have grabbed the phone. What was it? What we got?
They was having an affair. She stormed out of the cockpit.
He was mad.
He was
They
drifting that
took
bitch on the tarmac.
It's
So,
always
Have
something
you
different
flown
than you assume.
Spirit or anything like that?
No.
We
Worst thing
flew.
I
What
flew
did we
was
fly?
Allegiant.
The pilot was Allegiant.
Allegiant. We flew Allegiant from
That's the worst.
Shreveport. No,
To
from New
Vegas.
Orleans to Orlando, and we got a rental car in Orlando. Well, it was $99 flight.
Yeah.
But once you got on a plane, it was $99 for a drink, $99 for a seat, $99 for peanuts, $99 for this, and it was horrible. The stewardess is like, "How y'all doing? We'll be here in a little bit. I'm gonna take a nap."
Yeah, it
Didn't
was,
see that bitch again until we
it
got
was
there.
horrible, but it was $99.
Yeah, and we
She-
landed.
she's on probation from like United or American.
We landed at
You can't beat that, though.
Orlando International Airport and went to get a rental car, and it's at Sundown International Airport on the other side of Orlando. So they couldn't even get the rental car.
Our rental
right.
car was at a different airport.
It was a horrible
Allegiant's like,
experience.
damn, we landed at the wrong one, guys. I'm sorry about
But
that.
then you call them and you're like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And they're like, "It was $99."
And you
Well, you
are,
lost my luggage. It was $99.
Deal with it.
Well, the car was at the wrong. It was $99.
you're in the same airport. I mean, the same
You're in the same city. What do you want?
Exactly. Hey, I'll tell you what. I got stuck in Philadelphia the other day coming back from New Jersey.
Yeah, you were there for a while.
I was there for 2 days. 2 fucking days.
That's horrible.
When I tell you right now that Philadelphia Airport doesn't really have a lot of food options, I mean that.
Well, they only have cheesesteak and
They have 4 different restaurants, and they're all the same restaurants with
cheesesteak.
different names.
it's just like going. What's the name of the town that we went to with? Where who knows that? That lake, whatever it was.
Yeah, I can't
Okay,
think
so-
of the name of it.
The car is in Pennsylvania
Yeah.
and Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
We went to the Pennsylvania facility, and it's on the side of this lake that you can't pronounce. And that's where his Tommy Gun warehouse is and his offices and all that. There's 13 restaurants in the whole place.
Yeah.
11 of them are pizza places.
Fucking right, son.
Every one of them.
Everyone, you go to the convenience store, they have
Oven.
frozen food, but the frozen food section, all pizza.
I think that's all you need.
They some pizza eating motherfuckers.
It was
up
all
there.
pizza.
It had to have been
Everything
the
was pizza.
birthplace of pizza. There's no other
man.
explanation.
It was a lot.
They had
of pizza.
every type of pizza: French bread, rising crust, stuffed crust, flatbread. They had every pizza in the world right
I'm
there.
telling you what. Either way, though, it's fucking hot outside. Fuck, it's hot in here.
It's hot in here.
I wouldn't fucking go in a submarine. I mean, hell,
I don't want to be in no damn summer.
we'll do a little short episode today. I mean, hell, that's good with me. I mean, fuck, 32 minutes. That's a good little stretch right there.
32 minutes.
I mean, hell, that's on your way home from work.
Well, we got to get our juices flowing back again. We haven't had a podcast in a couple of weeks. We've had some things going on, but we're gonna get back in the flow and
Get it right. Either way,
a few
though.
people messed us and said they want to hear it. So
Fucking right. Well, either way, this is the boss, Nacho, Cheeto, Joey from Northeast. We are the Outlaw Way, and there's only one way.
that's it.
It's the Outlaw way.